Rehema, Faith. I'm graduating with a Bachelor's of Computer Science. Something interesting about me, I like knitting. Yeah, I like knitting, I like making clothes. So yeah, that's something interesting about me. That's about it. In all honesty, as I chose computer science, I was looking for a course I would quote unquote tolerate. Majorly because at that time, I felt like I didn't really know if I wanted to do a degree immediately after high school. But then at the same time, I knew my parents wanted that. So I went with a course that I felt like I'd be comfortable and happy. Computer science was not just a degree for me, it was a hobby, and my career till now is a hobby all through. So yeah, I got lucky in that department. Interestingly, I'll start with, they say St. Paul's is the university of choice, but it chose me, I didn't choose it. So I'm one of those people who got called through the government sponsorship. And initially, you know, it was a matter of, I haven't really had much about St. Paul's at that time. I knew where it was, I knew the little bit that's there on social media, but my heart felt at peace. I liked the values, I liked the community. I came and saw the campus, I liked it, and that's when I decided this is it for me. If I was just to summarize it with one word, I'd say fun. It's been the funnest experience all through. I have gotten out with such amazing friends, amazing values. I have learned so much. So much has happened to me that I didn't even imagine was possible in a university. So I really, really appreciate that about St. Paul's. 110%, probably even 200%. I feel like St. Paul's went above and beyond what I even imagined was possible. It prepared me for so many things outside of my career and outside of schooling in general. I was taught how to chase for my dreams, especially when I thought it was impossible. St. Paul's was there to push me every single day, quite literally, to go beyond what I even imagined was possible. So I'd say I was, yes, leaving St. Paul's, I feel very prepared for not just the nation, the national stage, but the global stage in general. Yeah, where should I even start? Should I start with the high or the low? As I increase. So I think my lowest moments was in fourth year, as I was finishing. I genuinely did not even think I would finish. I would graduate this year, you know, because it was very, very tough. Fortunately, I had people who encouraged me, but towards the end of my schooling, that's 4.2, during my exams, that was the lowest, especially since I did my exams on my birthday. And I did 2 different exams on that day in 2 different campuses, one in Limuru, another one in Nairobi, and it was just crazy. It was so crazy. I was also handling a lot of things left, right, and center in my other careers. So it was quite a lot to handle, but it was also interesting. I learned so much in the process. So yeah, that was my low. Now my high is probably, I'll start with winning Miss St. Paul's University because yeah, I'm Miss St. Paul's. I was Miss St. Paul's University 2021, 2022. And that opened a whole other door for me. And then also now getting into modeling and having the school support me in a way that I didn't even imagine was possible. And then one thing that's very unique, and I will always talk about this, is my flagging off to South Korea to represent the country and the school. That was a unique flagging off. It was very special. I could feel the love from the students, from the staff, from the top management, from the DVCs, from the VCs. That was a very, very special moment for me. So that was probably the highest. That was the peak for me. Okay, since you said it was brief, I will try not to mention the entire faculty. But I could say, number one, I thought that computer science was going to be an easy degree, but it was not. And my faculty really played a huge role in supporting me through it. I think one of my favorite lecturers was Mr. Yotui, majorly because he made things that were hard seem easy. I liked that. And I love the fact that I passed every single one of his units, for that matter. So I really appreciate such a lecturer whose teaching was out of the ordinary in a way that he made things just seem simple. Another person is Mr. Karuga, who is our HOD for computer science. He literally mentored me. He literally held my hand. And I remember he asked me, computer science is wide. Where do you want to, focus on? And I told him I wanted to do software engineering. And from the time I told him that, I was in third year at the time, he literally mentored me, guided me, told me which programming languages I should be focusing on, helped me take up certain projects that would help me in that career. The moment I was done with my coursework and I was very, very confused on where to go, what next, I didn't even have an attachment. He guided me, told me where I should be applying, what type of attachment and what type of jobs would be good for a software engineer. I really appreciate that mentorship and that guidance. Until now, I could say my career is stable because he guided me in that route. Also, just generally, I would say some of the lecturers who did not necessarily teach me, but guided me. Yeah, we have Reverend Kirenye, who really guided me in my spiritual walk. Considering this is a Christian university, I really appreciated that because I needed that guidance. So I joined his Bible study, and from there he became not just the reverend or the assistant dean, he became my friend and my spiritual father. So I really appreciate him also. Yeah. Once again, I will try not to mention the entire the entire stuff, but I would just say, number one, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for holding me and guiding me and taking care of me, pushing me. I've had members of the staff who, by all means, had no business interacting with me. It wasn't by force, but either way, they still did. And I'm talking about from like all departments. We have from PR, there was Madam Bahati, there was Mr. Michael, there was everyone from PR literally pushed me in ways that I didn't even think was possible. There are times I was just like, it's too much, but they're like, no, keep going, The top management from the DVCs, even the VC, I never imagined I would have a lunch hosted by the VC for me and my parents and my sisters. That was very special. I felt love from the top management in ways that I didn't even imagine was possible. Being able to, walk into the DVC's office and feel the love and warmth. Even the VC's office, and feel love and warmth, they didn't have to interact with me as a student, but they still did. And they still gave me all that warmth. And I really appreciate that. The dean was like my father. He advised me throughout, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. So yeah, I think what I would just say is thank you to every single member of St. Paul's University, the students, the student leaders of my time. They were amazing. So all I would say is just thank you. I would tell them if they're coming to St. Paul's or if they're looking for a university and St. Paul's is in their radar, they should not expect the ordinary. There's the ordinary where you'll go to class and you will have to pass your exams and you'll have to do all of those things, but there's so much more to it. So don't expect the ordinary. Come with an open mind and just know that you will, by the end of your time here, you will have a whole different story. You probably won't even imagine you're getting all that, you came for, or all that you've gotten. So come with an open mind, have fun, make the most of it. I think uni life here as a student, considering that I was, like a full-time student here in Limuru, is just fun. It's an amazing experience, so have fun, have the most of it. To the graduating class, congratulations. Congratulations to us. I really pray that God will guide us, go before us, bless us, give us favor. And I just pray that for all of us, we may not depart from God's ways, and that we may not also forget all the values that we have learned while we were here. Yeah. Wow, something inspirational. So there's something interesting that I'm slowly learning from not just St. Paul's University, but also my family altogether. When you get into a room and people are sitting, stand up. If everyone is standing up, be the one person who will be outstanding. Don't be afraid to stick out like a sore thumb. It's okay to be outstanding. It's okay to stand out. So be yourself and be authentic. And remember that in everything you do, be outstanding. Go that extra mile. You'll appreciate it. Those sleepless nights, they always reap and bear fruit. So don't be afraid to put in the hard work. You might even get to a point where you're crying because it's too much. Keep going. It always pays, and I think I have a whole degree to show that it pays.
For more information, please hit us up on www.spu.ac.ke or write to us via email. Talk to us on 0728 66 90 00 or visit any of our campuses. St. Paul's University, your university of choice.